Wilson Morales, Black Film and TV. When you have a sequel coming up, what goes into casting Kristen and Pedro in the roles that they have? Specifically Pedro, considering they've been other Maxwell Lords in different places, whether it be the comic books, different TV shows. You know, an audience has an idea as to who he is. You know.
Yeah. It was interesting. So I going into this film, I actually initially knew that I wanted Cheetah. I just think that Cheetah is such an amazing villain, you know, for Diana. But as the story started to form, I realized we also needed Max Lord. You know, he's a character that's known in the lore for doing a lot of the things that we needed to happen in this movie. And so it was great to bring him in. But then when it came to both of them, I got really interested in trying to mildly deconstruct them from being just a on the face villain. You know, why are they that villain and what is driving them? So with Pedro, I really loved the idea that instead of being the, you know, just the American power, powerful businessman, that he's actually an immigrant who wants to be that. And so you end up with this illusion, but you're actually seeing this journey of someone who's working so hard to convince the world of what he is, and, you know, and to be this person, and it ends up leading him on a very evil road. And with Kristen and Barbara, I love that they start as friends, which in the lore they often do in the canon, but just really feeling that friendship and making that authentic, and then tracking exactly how they go to where they go.
When you looked at the final product of the film before you started editing, was there a challenge when you said there's too much Diana, not enough Wonder Woman, or vice versa?
Yeah, there was a challenge. There was too much of everything, honestly, when I first made the movie. And my producer, Chuck, kept saying that to me the whole time, because we got so much great stuff. He was like, it's great, but it's too much, Patty. How are we going to get all this in the movie? Yeah, because they would start improving, and then we're like, that's great, keep that. Someone would come up with a great action move. Awesome, keep that too, you know? So it was, I took a lot of time. I would spend time timing, you know, how much of Diana versus Wonder Woman versus action versus not. And so, yeah, and how much of each of them, so that you're really servicing all of their stories.
There's no doubt that this movie is going to be successful, you know, and when you have a successful movie, there's always talk about coming back. Do you have something in your mind as far as what you want to be the next story, should it be greenlit?
Yes, I kind of know what the plot is. I had broken the story before fairly solidly. Although this has been such a wild year and we've all gone through so much, I really do want to kind of digest it and see what Diana would want to talk about right now in this world before I make a decision. And so we'll see what happens, but I definitely have ideas.
What goes into the projects you take? Obviously, we know you're going to take a break from this to work on something else. You know, what goes into saying yes?
Really believing that I have a personal connection to something, and believing that I could be the right director for something, and believing I can aim to make something better than whatever it's supposed to be, you know? And so I think it's important to always try to make a masterpiece. You're never going to get there, or at least you're not going to think you do, but aim for the sky. And so if I see something and I know that its best version is not something I believe in, or there's something, then I don't want to do it. If I think I can both make the greatest version of the film and aim for better than that on some level, then the sport of that really, and makes it all worthwhile. Because then you think you're maybe bringing something beautiful into the world, and all the hours and sleepless nights are worth it if you make something bigger than yourself. So that's what makes me choose things.
That's great. You know, go big and keep going higher. It's good talking to you, Patty. Take care. Stay safe.
Take care. Bye.